Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be one of my most popular videos that I ever do in a month, which is my fragrance haul of the month. I do these at the end of the month. I share what fragrances I bought and why. So if you guys want to see the fragrances I purchased this month, then keep watching. Good this month, a lot better than last month. I'm starting to taper down my purchases. I also have about 2 fragrances that are like kind of stuck in transit. I was supposed to get them like a few days ago, but shipping's been kind of weird. So they will be part of my haul next month because I'll probably be actually receiving them in April. So I want to talk about the fragrances for you. Some of these were given to me, some of these I purchased. So yeah, let's just dive into it. I wanted to talk about this guy right here. This is silly. This is the silliest little one ever, but I absolutely love this. I talked about it in my video yesterday, which is my layering video. I'll link that below. This is just, this is the FloraLInda Perfumes Orange Blossom, Florida by Male Orange Blossom perfume. It's just like a little perfume. Really sweet, smells like oranges. It's a little bitter and a little bit green, but I love the way that this smells. Basically, I was walking around Renfest and I came back and my mom, my husband and I were going to go out to eat. And I wanted to freshen up fragrance-wise, but the fragrances I had on me were very kind of more gourmandy, which doesn't really suit very well when you've been outside running around. And my mom's like, try this. And I did, and I loved it. So she bought me a little one of it, so thank you. So that's that one. She also gave me something that didn't quite work out for her, but I really liked, which is this Nest Rollerball. This is Amazon Lily. This is a beautiful fragrance. It pulls very green and ultra soapy on my mom, but on me it's still a little bit soapy, but it's a little bit more gentle and not as harsh on her. She couldn't stand it, but I actually really liked it. This has been in my bag if I'm going out and about and I just kind of want something to refreshen my fragrance, or if I forgot to put on a fragrance in the morning, which sometimes happens if I'm running out the door. I always like to smell nice. This has been one of the fragrances that has been in my bag. So I do like this very much and I have been enjoying it. Next up, this was also given to me. This was very generous from Pana London. They gave me a bottle, a full-size bottle of the Velvet Oudh because I liked it so much. So I'm really happy about that, you guys. I've worn this fragrance a bunch of times since I've gotten it. It's beautiful. I love the initial rose scent of this, and then the oud just kind of sits there the entire time. The reason why I picked this one is because I liked all the fragrances a lot, very much, but there was just something about this that kind of reminded me of my dad's cologne when I was little, only a more updated feminine version of it, which I think is really beautiful, and I really enjoyed this very much. I love wearing this in the evening. It's really nice, and I just absolutely adore it. If you guys don't know much about Pana London, they're kind of a newish niche house. I will link the video I did of them below. There's also reviews from Delicious Delights and Smurfy Girly if you're interested to learn more. But I love this bottle, and I'm looking forward to purchasing more in the future. Next up is a fun one. Okay, so I have this thing where if I pass any fragrance counter, it's bad. My husband will like steer me away from them, or we'll like be out with friends. I'll be like going to, our Macy's has a Starbucks, but you have to like go through the perfume counter, and so they'll all be heading towards the Starbucks and they'll be like, where's Kristen? And I'm like at the fragrance counter smelling things, and they're like, no. So we went to Renfest. This was the last weekend, and we were walking around with friends, and there's this little vendor who actually was selling little vials of perfume oil that you could wear, and I was so tickled by it, and so I got one. This is a little hand-blown blue glass, and you can pick your oil. They had a lot of oils. They had the, you know, like the strawberry, the lemon, the nag champa, the rose, you know, all those kinds of perfume oils, and I chose jasmine, and I just thought it was so cute. It came on a little nylon cord. I put it on a silver cord, and I just loved it. It's just, I thought it was so cute and so whimsical. So yeah, this was another fragrance purchase this month, was this little guy. Most of these are bigger purchases, but this one is smaller, but I'm so excited for it. This I saw at TJ Maxx. I usually don't get fragrances at TJ Maxx. I'm a little bit weird about it. I just don't know how long they've been sitting around or if they've been kept properly. It's nothing to do with authenticity. But actually I saw this. This is Smoky Poppy. This was, I think, in 2015. The Body Shop released an entire line of Smoky Poppy that like body like soaps and hand creams and bath bombs, and I loved them, and I never got around to buying Smoky Poppy, and I forgot about it. And then when I was at TJ Maxx and I just saw this, I was like, wait, I remember that, and I spritzed it, and I was like, oh, that's right, I really like this. This is, I don't know if all TJ Maxx have it, but if you guys wanted to take a look, it was $3. This to me smells like a lighter, more daytime version of Opium from YSL. It's really, really nice. And for $3, you really can't beat it. So I picked up 2 of these actually. And I just have been wearing it and loving it. So excited for it. Last kind of mishmashy, off-kilter, fragrance before I get into the actual fragrances. As I bought this one last month and I don't think I included it in my February haul, so I'm including it now, and if I did have it, I'm sorry. And it's Modern Muse Le Rouge from Estee Lauder. This is one that I kept experiencing at Macy's, and I just was like, I love you, why don't I buy you? And I finally got around to buying it, and I've just been loving it. It's, to me, is kind of like La Vie en Belle. It's kind of almost an introductory gourmandish. It kind of has a candy-like feel to it, but it dries down into something really elegant. I've just been loving this for the daytime. And this was in my winter to spring transitional fragrance because it has some nice warm elements to it, which I think would be really beautiful for the winter time, but it also has some bright elements, which I think would be really good for the springtime, which is why I purchased this. You know, I really do love it. I got the big one because why not? It smells so good. Alright, so let's get into the fragrances. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I said, there's like 2 or 3 in transit, but it's really hard to deliver to my residence, so that's why I have a P.O. box. But I keep forgetting to have packages delivered to my P.O. box because I'm lazy, so my fault. The first one I did a review on, I'll link it below. It's Kitten Fur. I got a little splash vial of this. Again, if you guys wanted to know, this does not smell like actual cats. It just smells very warm and comforting. Slightly sweet. It definitely reminds me of, like I said, Le Male from Jean Paul Gaultier, but like a feminine, more youthful version. So if you can imagine a little girl wearing Le Male, how you might, you know, reformulate that fragrance for her. This is kind of what it reminds me of. It's very sweet. I do like it very much. The other purchase I made from Demeter is a giant thing of mulled cider. You guys have no clue. This is such a good fragrance. It smells just like mulled cider. My husband freakishly loves this fragrance. Like, freakishly loves this fragrance. So that's another reason why I absolutely had to get a big bottle of it. But I love mulled cider. I make mulled cider every year. Like, if you're ever in like my house between September and like January, I'm constantly mulling cider like every day because we go through it so fast. So like my house always smells like mulled cider. My husband loves cider. I love cider. So this is just like was a staple. He got it for me because he kind of liked the idea. He thought it was cute for Christmas. Not for Christmas, for my birthday. He got me a bunch of little samples of fragrances, and this is one of them that he chose. And we were going through them, and I was putting them on. He's like, oh, I like that one. So obviously I had to get a big one because this is probably my favorite Demeter fragrance, is mulled cider. So I got a big one of it. It's really, really good. I love it. It smells just like cider, guys. It's so nice. Next up is from Maison Margiela Paris Replica by the Fireplace. This one had been eluding me for so long. I went to my Sephora to get it. It wasn't there. I forgot about it forever. And I finally, like, the Sephora by me finally has, like, this. They revamped their entire area for fragrances, and I was like, yes. So I picked this up, even though it's definitely more of a winter, autumn fragrance. But you guys, this is one of the most delicious, beautiful fragrances on the market. By the Fireplace, it says burning wood and chestnut. It starts off with this light, sweet chestnut flavor, and over time, it just gets more woody, a little bit like burnt notes to it, and it's just sweet the entire time. This is an absolutely stunning fragrance. This is another fragrance that my husband actually really likes, which is saying something because generally he kind of sticks with one note things or roses. So the fact that this was something with like wood and nuts, because he doesn't really like nuts, that he really enjoyed is saying something. This is a stunning, stunning fragrance. It's beautiful on anybody. I definitely recommend giving a shot if you hadn't, and I'm glad to finally own it. Next up is another fragrance that has been eluding me forever because this is harder to find, and it was never around when I was making fragrance purchases. I finally was like, I need to track down a bottle of this. If you hear the clanking, you might know what it is. It's Womanity from Thierry Mugler. I love fig fragrances, guys, and this is one of the best, at least in my humble opinion, especially if you're looking for women's fragrances. Again, purely marketed as women's fragrances. If you like women's fragrances more than marketed men's fragrances, this fig is beautiful. It's creamy and sweet and a little bit green and slightly sour, which is really, really nice. But the fig in here is just gorgeous. Plus, can we take a minute? Like, have you guys ever seen the Womanity bottle? This is metal, so this is the top. Excuse my chimney sweep fingers, you know, art season. So this is the cap, and it's just such an interesting bottle for such a very sweet, soft, creamy fragrance. I love it. My husband absolutely loved the bottle too. He was like, oh, that's really cool. So yeah, I finally got my hands on Womanity after so long. I'm so happy. I've just been meaning to get this forever, and I finally did. It's a fragrance that has just, I've been obsessed with this fragrance for like months, and I finally was like, I'm gonna buy you. And I'm very, when it comes to actual designer fragrances like Gucci or Chanel or Christian Dior, generally, like, I buy them, but I'm not like in a rush to buy them. I'm like, I know you will always be around, so I will wait until I feel up to it. On this one, I'm just kind of like, you know what, I need to get you because I love you so much. And it's from Valentino, and it's Donna. This fragrance, you guys, is stunning. Obsessed with this fragrance. I got the I think this is the 1.7 ounce. I wanted to see how fast I went through this. I was initially going to get the larger bottle of it, but I wanted to see how fast I went through this, because a lot of times with fragrances that I get obsessed with it for like a month or two, and then I like don't want to wear it for a while just because I kind of burnt myself out. So I decided to get a smaller bottle, and my thought is if I run through this bottle in a year, I'll get a bigger one. But generally, you guys, the bottle of this is just absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed with it. This fragrance is beautiful. It's beautiful on men or women, although it does kind of pull very feminine. A little touch of leather in here, which is really, really nice. I don't know why I keep like juggling with it, but I've just been so happy that I got this. I was like waiting for this package when I ordered it. I was like waiting by the door, watching like UPS, and when I saw the UPS truck come by, I was like, yes, and I like ran out, and I was so excited. I opened it. I got the bottle with also the lotion because I've just been wearing a lot of scented lotions. It's generally what I do in spring and summer. And just, yes, it's so good, so good. So if you guys ever have the chance to sample Donna, definitely do. I feel like it's really underrated. Like, there's some people that talk about it, and the people that talk about it really love it, but you don't see it get a lot of love. Most of the time, Valentino gets a lot of love for their male fragrances, which I think deserve all the praise that they get. I think that they're absolutely amazing. But this one definitely deserves a lot of praise too. It's probably my favorite fragrance from Valentino, and one of my favorite current fragrances. Last but not least is another bit of fragrances that I've just been meaning to buy, and I'm finally like, I'm going to get all the ones that I want slowly. So I got 3. And these are from Guerlain. These are the Aqua Allegoria fragrances. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with these fragrances, they're a special line from Guerlain. They're a little bit lighter and fresher, and they're generally marketed as unisex, although there's definitely some ones that are way more feminine, like the Rosa Flora and the Rosa Pop or whatever. But these ones are the ones that I absolutely needed, and then the next ones I'm going to get are the ones that I just kind of want to have to my collection. The first one I talked about is Herba Fresca. This is probably the one from Guerlain that people like the most that I've seen. Herba Fresca is this beautiful mint, like mojito-esque. It's not sweet, but it's minty and it's fresh and it's green. This is beautiful. Spring fragrance, summer fragrance, man, woman, doesn't matter. This is stunning. That's why I got the bigger bottle of this. Love this. Been obsessed since I got it. Been obsessed when I sampled this years ago. I don't know why it took me years to get it, but I finally did, and I am in love. Love this. The other 2 that I got are in smaller bottles, as you can see. Slightly smaller. you know, just a little bit smaller. I think this is a 3.3 ounce and this is a, what are you? You are a 4.2 ounce, so they're still big bottles. This is Nerolia Bianca. This is kind of a bitter sweet. It's bitter and it's sweet and it's floral. This is really, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful for springtime. I actually like to layer these two together. It's really fun and just smells really nice. Love Nerolia Bianca. But then the other one that I think is stunning, like almost equal to Herba Fresca, is Pamplelune. I talked about this one yesterday as well when it comes down to my layering fragrances. This is a stunning fragrance, you guys. It's crisp and slightly sweet, and you just get the citrus in there and slightly floral, just a little bit. It doesn't make it like a floral fragrance, it just kind of adds like a bit of whimsy to it. Again, beautiful on men or women, doesn't matter. I find this to be terribly unisex, but still being very youthful and fun and flirty. Love, love, love this. So these are the guys that I got from Guerlain, the Aqua Allegoria fragrances. I definitely want to get the Bergamot Calabria. I want to get the Rosa Pop, the Rosa Flora, and then I think it's the Limon Verde. There's a bunch of others I need to get, but I'm going to try and do it slowly. But yeah. Those are the Aqua Allegoria fragrances. If you guys want me to do a review on Aqua Allegoria in general, I've sampled most of them, and I generally have a good idea about how they wear and longevity. I feel like instead of doing a review on just one, I should do a review on the entire line. If that's something that you guys want, let me know in the comments below, because I know some people have some questions about them. So let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah. That's my fragrance haul for March. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or you want any reviews on any of these fragrances, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you like my fragrance videos and my haul videos, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe, because it's free and I'm free. And I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye!